Oh, baby! I found a stranded mermaid at the beach. What will I do? Well, it's not rocket science, people. All coming up in Sailing into Freedom! I said, all coming up in Sailing into Freedom! Stop looking at the damn video and cut to the intro, you idiot! Oh, come on!
Hey baby, won't you sail with me out on the rolling sea? We'll find some place to go, maybe down to Barbados. It's an island off somewhere in the middle of nowhere, sailing to freedom, you and me.
Last week we were demonetized thanks to you know who. I can't imagine why. All I'm doing is appreciating nature. The beautiful sand and the beautiful water. David Attenborough does it, but does he get into trouble? No, it's basically a conspiracy, people. Nature, that's all there is, just nature. Whoa! Look at that sand. That's nice looking sand. And check out that water. That's really nice looking water. Well, if last week was the benchmark for demonetization, then I don't like my chances this week. Enjoy. I found this stranded mermaid on the beach, and being a good fisherman and a good person, I knew exactly what to do. Let's just let her tenderize herself a bit, and a little bit more, and a bit more, and more. I don't know about you good people, but I like my mermaid
Bloody great, people. I'll drag her up there, get a couple of fillets. We'll be sweet for lunch.
I've been cancelled, demonetized, vilified. I've seen it all, good people. Just for giving you nature. Sand, water, a little bit of coral, and a little education. I remember a few years back I got into trouble where I befriended an octopus, and we played, and then had lunch together. All innocent stuff, good people. But whoa, was there an outcry. Here is the excerpt for you to judge again. I was lonely and lost in my life, people. I was searching for something, and yet I didn't know what that something was. And then I met my new friend. It started out with getting to know each other and hide and seek. She would hide out in the tiniest of holes, but I would wait long enough and she would come out and say hello. I think I may have overstepped my boundary here when I tried to make her change colour, but she forgave me soon enough. I mean, what are friends for but to annoy and forgive? Oh, the fun we had. We swam, well technically I swam, she jetted with her, pumpy bits. She tried to hide, changed colour and swam some more. We was like peas and carrots, people. I named her Johnny. She was my very, very bestest friend. Boy, could she hide though, people. But I would wait and eventually she would come out and look at me. Ah, the love I could see in her eyes. It was a perfect friendship. Although sometimes I occasionally gave her the shits. That summer day seemed to last forever, people. Swimming, inking, swimming some more, and hiding, of course. Yep, Johnny was my truest, bestest friend ever. And then I had a crazy idea. I would go back and be with my friend Jenny again. Play the games we like to play, like hide and seek and who could slime the other the most. Yes, I would be complete with my new friend. So that's what I did. I went back. And she was delicious.
Bibi, pourquoi? You think I'm gonna jump into your war in Iran?
I never fucking asked you to join any goddamn war, Macron. But if you want to go over there and show the Iranians how to surrender, well, you're an expert on that, right?
Surrender.
At least France believes in diplomacy. Not every problem requires missiles, Benjamin.
Diplomacy. Emmanuel, your idea of deterrence is sending a strongly worded letter, then apologizing to the envelope.
Hey Catalina, where is Bart and his tech corner?
Hi, Sailing into Freedom fans. Lovely to have you back. Well, it's been a while for a tech corner, but I'm happy to present you one again today. So while the boat is in the factory in the queue actually to have the interior fitted out, we're still hard at work in doing all those complicated systems that Elcano represents. We have batteries, solar panels, electrical engines, and a lot of electronics as well. So today I'm gonna get you up to speed for all the stuff that we have and try to explain what we want to do with it. And also at the end of this tech corner I would like your help, so stay around for that. Okay, so let's dive right into it. We have a lot of electronic systems. It's gonna be a real change for Plucky to work on that. And we have Raymarine, we have Victron, we have RoyPow batteries, we have electrical engines, and they all need control systems to make them work. So what I'm showing now is actually the view of the nav desk, and that's just a part of it, is all the things that will be on the nav desk in order for Plucky to know how much power will he have, where is he going, what is in the water in front of him, do navigation and so on. You're probably familiar with some of them, but let me dive in a little bit more deeper and show you actually all the things that we've got. So for Raymarine we have chart plotters, we have two of them, one on the helm station and one on the nav desk with two wind instruments. Also a radio, of course. A control box for the autopilot that will steer the autopilot. It has, you see that here on top, it has GPS antennas, so we have 3 of them. We have sensors like you have in your iPhone to see if the boat is tilting left or right or up and down. And all of that also will connect to the wind. Oh, now I'm doing something wrong. Let's fix that. So all of that also connects to, yeah, it's really hard for me to scroll in this drawing. That also goes to the mast where you have the radar, you have a FLIR camera, which I showed in one of the previous episodes, and of course the wind instruments, the radio antenna, and also the peplink antenna. And all of that goes into the Raymarine system. Some things I'm probably forgetting is also the way to control the autopilot. It's with hydraulics probably. So all of that actually talks to each other. And how does that talk to each other? It talks with a CAN bus. And a CAN bus is something where is low-level communication between devices. It's actually, everybody has it. It's in everyone's car. So it's how the car knows that you have your blinker on or that you're pushing your brake pedal. It's actually the communication of the car, the electronics between itself. So we have the same thing in the boat. For Raymarine, it's a CAN bus, it's called, and it's running a protocol that's called NMEA, NMEA 2000. You have different flavors of it, and it's actually one big cable. So what you see here is that all of these instruments go into one continuous loop, so they go into a kind of a splitter, and then it goes to the next one and the next one and the next one and so on. We also have 2 monitors for RoyPow. These give the power, battery statuses, etc. Plucky also showed them in one of the videos, so have a look back. And we have the same thing for Victron. So we have a lot of monitoring systems on that nav desk. And we will also have a separate nav computer, which then will show monitoring for and dashboards for all of these things. So the CAN bus actually goes around. It goes around the entire boat. And we want to capture all of the data that's on that CAN bus. So we don't want to just rely on the vendors' systems. We actually want to capture all of the data in the boat. We want to store that in a database, and we want to do extensive reporting on it, so that Plucky actually sees not only what he's using in power, but probably also what he's gonna need in power, depending on the weather, the situation, the usage of the engines, the solar coming in, the remaining power, and so on. So in order to get all of that system working together, we actually have in the tech room here a little computer that captures all of the data that's coming off these CAN buses, because it's actually more than one. You have the Raymarine one, which is the major one, but also Victron will have one which actually goes through the monitor, the Servo GX of Victron, and that is then linked on the IT network from Peplink, which I also showed you in a previous video. I'll put some of the video numbers, the episodes here below. And that also will go into this computer. So we are connecting all of the systems together. Some of them even go over USB or Wi-Fi. And that will give us actually one entry point for all of the monitoring observability data that we're gonna use. So we take that in with a little print. It's actually a Raspberry Pi little computer that runs this Pecan M print, which captures all of the data that comes out of the NMEA bus of Raymarine. So you literally plug in the Raymarine cable in here, and then that little Raspberry Pi is able to see all the data passing through. Now, how do we capture that? It's a lot of software as well. So we use an open source software for that, and some of you probably already know this. It's called Signal K, and it's a way to read sources coming from other systems and combine them, and then also store them in a database. There's not much to see here. You see here that we get a data coming in to a database. We use Influx for that. And it's actually capturing all the data that's running on that CAN bus. So, which means this is the database, which actually means what we're trying to do is capture all of the data so that we have historical analysis, that we have predictive analysis, which is the really out there. We're also using AI to achieve that. And we're trying to build dashboards. So these are the things that Plucky will use to know if he needs to stop some electrical equipment because the batteries are running low. You see it changing here in real time. So it's actually running a simulator at the moment. So we are simulating data over the CAN bus because the systems are not in the boat, of course. They're running in my basement here. So he will then be able to estimate what he needs to do. Either reduce the engine power, if there's no wind, of course, and otherwise he's sailing. He can see how much regen power is coming in from the sailing when he's doing regeneration of power. He will see what device is using how much power, so he can turn them off. Let's say it's a real critical time. You can turn the fridge off for an hour or two. It will stay cold. But you don't. You want to have visibility on all of the things that the boat is doing. So that is our intention. And as you see here, you can make real detailed dashboards, but we didn't find them that useful. Not to say that Plucky is a Neanderthal. He will say that himself, of course. But he's not too technical, so we also want to make it easy for him. And we're actually planning on making also dashboards that are much easier to read. So this is not a real dashboard, this is a mock-up, but we're striving for a product like this, where you can see the speed that you're having, the depth, so you basically see all of the data, not only on the navigation or the chart plotter computer, but you see it in one flash, what your performance is, what your speed is, what the wind speed is, and so on. You also see what the energy reserve is, what are you using, what are you generating, what is the solar doing. So we want to make it really easy for him to show what the boat is doing. And we've been playing with this together with the IT team, so also thank you very much, guys, in helping me designing all of this. We've been playing this for a while, and we couldn't really find a product out there that is doing this. You have a lot of different softwares in the marine world that all do their own thing, but it's not really easy to find a software that already does this. So we actually decided to make one ourselves. And it's still in development. We're working very hard on it. I can't show it to you yet, but I would like your help. It's really important that we also know what you guys would need. So we actually want to create a product that you can use as well. And for that, we actually need your help in filling in the survey. So if you can, I'll put a link below and in the description. So if you want to help us in just telling us what you are using. So what software do you use? How do you do maintenance? Do you have a log file or you just write it on a chalkboard or something? What are the things you probably need from an IT and a software standpoint that can help you manage the boat? And for the people that help us, and it's a survey that takes about 6 minutes, if you give us your data and here in the end you also leave us your email address and you say that you want to be open for a next conversation, we're also looking for beta testers for our software. So if you want to join the project and do some beta testing with the software that we're developing, you will also get a license for 1 year for free. And then, hopefully we can create a product that is really good for you, really good for Plucky, and that we can move further in the world. So yeah, that's kind of my story. Feel free to leave comments and messages below, and questions, of course. I'll pick them up in the next episode. And thanks very much, and I hope to see all your surveys coming in so that we get a really good idea what a sailor now really needs. Cheers, bye-bye.
What do you think, Wilson? You're not happy? Of course you're happy, you're the wrong way up. There we go, Wilson is happy.
And I am happy too. It's something all old sailors want. Just a smiling, uncomplaining, beautiful person on a boat. That's all it is. Mind you, it is a big bonus if she has a nice pair of tits. More of the beautiful gem Catalina coming out next week on Sailing into Freedom!